Well, I was going to try to make it a surprise, but we left him in the show, so here he is, also with us for the entire stream. We're going to have Zimon here with us. What's going on, sir? How are you?
I'm here. I'm doing quite well.
So
How
good.
you guys doing?
I'm a little sad. He's there, but not here, so it makes me a little sad.
You can't grab my
Yes.
thighs now, so this is good.
Don't give all our secrets.
You can't do the squeeze.
So you got a little something going on in the background there, Sal. There it is.
Yeah. That's something back there.
Is that one of your?
Otherwise, you just see the hotel.
That is the fire effect. Is that a shot from one of the events, or is that just random?
Yeah, I want to say that was the breach at Camp Shelby at Trench Knife. I'm sure one of the guys will come back and tell me, no, Sal, that was some other event. I'll be like, okay, cool.
Here we go. Oh, wow.
Wow.
He's in already.
There we go.
I owed him a phone call back last night.
Christmas!
Cole,
Yes.
you know what? I do it just for you now, bud. I really do. I make sure that every time the hair game's on point, just for you.
Damn.
Got to be on point.
Look at this. Louis Bauer, how's everything? And we're waiting for everybody knows we do our 5 to 7 minute ramble, being stupid, and then we jump into it. So so you're traveling about, sir?
Yeah, the Army's got me moving around this week. I am in Kansas City, Missouri. Not Kansas City, Kansas. Kansas City, Missouri. Same town, just state line.
Hilarious.
Doing the day job a couple more times.
Yeah.
So
Just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer.
a little bit longer.
Mine actually just he I think middle of last week he ETS. That was it. He was doing reserves, and it was just so ridiculous.
Wow.
He's like, that I just can't, man. He's like, this is dumb.
My dad, when my dad got out of active duty, my dad tried to do the reserve thing, and he just couldn't.
Yes.
He was very much like Dom.
Yeah.
It's like what am I doing?
I don't know if he was a scout, you know that when he was a scout, and then when he got out, part of his contract for getting out going reserves, he was supposed to go 68 whiskey. He was supposed to go be a medic, right? That's what he wanted to do. So he comes home, Cape Coral. In Cape Coral is his reserve unit. So it's like he could jog there, right? Awesome. It's an MP unit, and he's supposed to be the medic there. Well, they just weren't setting up his school date, so he's a scout in a medic slot at an MP unit. So they keep getting him every time he goes to drill. They have him training them on maneuvers. He's like, guys, I'm supposed to be a medic, though. I'm a medic. Medic.
I'm supposed to tell you guys to change socks and take Motrin, right?
Yeah.
And you get that one weird guy in the back going, "Hey, Doc, can you look at this?" No.
Yeah, Cole. I actually am going to play the night game, especially for this event.
Me
since
too.
It just runs and runs and runs. So absolutely,
Right.
I am going to play the night game this time. 100%. Yep.
We're gonna talk some strategy, some general strategy though. So
he did realize one thing that I told him was going to happen when he was getting out. His guys were all like, he's like, man, hate to see you go, dude. You brought so much to it. Like they were like, he's like, oh wait, what? Oh. So I was like, bud, that's the draw, man. That's a part of it. That's what's there. That's why some guys do 25, 30 years. It's you have that. That's just
yeah. We make you get used to a place, you make friends, and then you move. It's kind of like going to high school. Every 4 years, you got to move.
Oh.
So. But I see some great comments, man. Like Toucan, are you doing tier 1?
You better believe it.
Maybe yes. But depending on who is asking, it's CRISPR. So the answer would be yes. And I honestly don't know what Coach is thinking of.
Whatever it is, there's a boom involved, I'm sure.
But of course, but I think his plan is to do sequential platoon evolutions. So gold platoon going first, doing the exact same mission, and then green platoon going, the exact same mission, which allows players a huge sandbox to plan their execution. That's the general idea that he's going in with at GTI. So expect a lot of sandbox. It's not on rails. How the platoon plans to do it, which means the op force is going to have their heads on a swivel.
You hear that? You hear that?
Tracers galore. Yeah. Booms some more. Yes.
Definitely doing some breaching.
Mr. Toucan, do you have something for us for the next couple of minutes, sir? You have some announcements for us?
I have a couple of announcements with some unexpectedly real backyard announcements and some home from home backyard announcements. So let's prattle on through this, dadgummit. So this Friday, the August of the 1st, is Sarasota's first indoor airsoft arena's grand opening, 4 to midnight. Check it out. I'm going to be there with props. The DEO crew, a good amount of our staff are going to be there too, hanging out, romping around. It's a father-son experience, a little analogous to what Greg has done with Dearest Doc, is who we were talking about. Definitely give them a chance. First impressions are always hard. They gave a terrible one. Second chances also exist too. Come see them in Sarasota County, which is crazy for me to say. Check them out. That's the shirt I'm wearing now.
I didn't even realize you had the shirt on.
Yeah, very weird experience, and I'm very proud. But speaking of other things within the confines of the state, and if you call a 3-hour drive my backyard,
that's a segue.
Operation Stronghold in Immokalee, Florida. It is a airsoft event by airsofters for airsofters, coordinated by the illustrious Laz. He is bringing together all the people that matter in the South Florida airsoft community and beyond. DEO is going to be there. You're looking at XO right there. G Unit's going to be out there. Dade County Milsom's going to be out there. 239 Posse is going to be out there. And a boatload of other friendly faces and not so fun firing graces will be in your line of sight. This is a one-day event, August 9th. Tickets are still live. Announcement, over 250 tickets have been sold.
Yep.
Come join the killing fields of fun. Show up, people. It's going to be a good time.
Is there going to be any vendors on site?
I think there's going to be like 12 and we're not going. No. There's going to be DEO with what, you may ask? Well, the thing you most desire to take out that technical or that pesky dude camping the corner. Pyro, tagging, lots of it. Mountains of pyro. Check out our booth. We're going to have guns, ammo, tagging, and all kinds of goodies. So that will be a wonderful time. I almost missed out on the vendoring, sir. Moving right into the last weekend of August 30th, come to DEO ASC's quarterly buy-sell trade. That's right, at the end of the month of August, Saturday, all-day buy-sell trade. AC, food, and more importantly, a facility that you could shoot children in. No, the arena will be open as well. It will be a wonderful time. YouTube censor this.
And we just got banned.
So check us out. That's in North Fort Myers, the DEO ASC, the Dead End Outfitters Action Sports Center. I guess Pop will be there, whatever. So
yeah, it might be there.
Might be there. Continuing the long trudge through events we have to talk about, there's something happening September 19th to the 21st, I do declare. I think we'll keep it for the expert later on in the segment, but stay tuned for all the goodies in the middle of September. Yes, that's my get out of jail free card. Moving right into... Yes, I want to talk about this for sure. November 14th to the 16th. Operation Redacted Dose 2. Operation Redacted 2 by Veterans for Airsoft, VFA, the illustrious Freddie Lux. I've said illustrious for 2 different people with names.
That's
Anyways,
they're all illustrious to you.
they're all
They're all
famous
illustrious.
Freddie Lux will be having another wonderful time in Mobile, Alabama at the Mount Vernon Arsenal and Hospital. It is a limited ticket event. Tickets will go live very soon and or are available now. I think they're not available now, but they're
No, they go
soon.
live tomorrow, August 1st.
Very soon. Yeah, very soon.
Soon.
So,
they go live soon.
Super soon. So I can't really say much other than show up or don't. And if you don't, that sucks to be you, I'm afraid. This is going to be a killer event. It's a veteran organization creating an airsoft event for veterans. For veterans, catered to veterans, helping people in that community get out and shoot filthy civilians like myself. So support the killing of the less adequate. Help VFA get more players out into the killing fields of Mobile, Alabama.
Kill, guns, die, face, children. Go ahead. I think we covered it all.
And you know what? We're gonna hit the bricks there before we get a DMC striked. Hey, speaking of September 19th to the 21st, dearest, scariest overlord, Sal. Organic segue.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey, Operation Iron Knife, the successor. So Operation Iron Knife, the successor to Iron Dagger. Guys recognize what Iron Dagger was our 24 and a half hours of continuous operations. We did chapters 1, 2, and 3. And then we closed it out and said, great, you got it. Let's try to change the format a little bit. Try to get in line with our folks over at the insurance department, and they came back and said, no, you're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. And we went, what? So we went and polled the players and said, what do you guys want? And they said, we want Iron Dagger. I said, okay. And so I said, wiener. Okay. So we polled the players. We asked the players what you guys wanted. We had a lot of player feedback, both in our poll and private messaging, and said, hey, guys, when are you guys going to do a dagger? And I said, well, funny you should ask. We've been given the go-ahead to go for it. And rather than change the patch and change the name, and we said, you know what? We had Iron Dagger 1, 2, and 3. It's done. We're going to go ahead and roll with Iron Knife being a 24 and a half hours continuous operation. Milsim Rooster was like, oh my God, you bait and switched me. And I'm like, look, man, you thought you were buying a brunette, bam, you got a redhead. But more importantly, players, I tell you guys all the time, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yep.
Guys who are used to playing, a 30-minute game at their home field, and that's a long game, or they go to an event and it's 2.5-hour round, or it's a 4-hour round, and then now you're like, I'm not ready for continuous operations. Hey, Yordi, keep going to the gym, brother. I'm proud of you.
Yordi is crushing it at the gym.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
If I could,
5 grams of creatine every day.
Jump in real quick. And this is something you've said before, and I want to reiterate it and then move forward and reiterate it again and again and again. This is not, like you just said, this is not that 3-hour Evo event. This is not that. This is play. Get out there, go. Feel free to stop for a minute.
Right.
Get your food, go to the bathroom, take a rest, get some water, do what you got to do. The game doesn't stop. It keeps going. We keep playing. You can pause and come back on.
Right.
That's the difference between this and something like a Stonebreaker or a Viking or something like that.
Right. And so the challenge there is players have to have the sense to cold, savage. I love it. Players have to have the sense, the timing, the know when to go, you know what, I'm about to hit a wall. I'm pushing really hard. I've been in a fight for 6 and 7 hours now. Hey, I think I need to go and sit in the shade, eat an MRE, boil, do a heat and eat, or go into the parking lot and get some food from the barbecue truck, pounds of water. Hey, go back into the command post, find out what's going on, and then find out where my unit is because I stepped off the field. And I should have let them know that. And then comes the nighttime, right? We keep telling players all the time, fighter management is real. No one goes and fights continuously. You shouldn't find yourself in a fight continuously. That means you don't have you've lost the initiative. But in this case, just like in the real deal, your unit only has so much energy, so much combat power to
preach, CRISPR, preach.
And yeah, CRISPR, yep, my XO. We'll talk about that in a minute. So the ability to go, you know what? I'm going to push hard for 3 hours, or until I'm black on ammo. I'm going to fall back. I'm going to drink a protein shake. Take a quick snooze in the shade, and then get back on the field. I would tell you it is a combat simulation or a milsim event like no other, because the players, the command group, they dictate the pace of operations. And I don't know how many Iron Daggers you got under your belt.
I got none. This is no, this is my we did Fury at Hibernia, right? Mm-hmm. I have not done a dagger, so this is my first one. Yep.
Okay, so you've experienced the National Training Center, right? So you have a frame of reference of, hey, I know I'm going to fight for a little bit, battle period. I'm going to quickly do a reset, or what we call log pack. Get some chow, get some coffee, and then I've got to take a rest. Yordi, please report out and report in. Yes, that's going to be crucial. One, you got to go back to the alpha anyway to respawn in. Make sure you're checking in and out with your command post, because they're really going to.
You broke him, sir.
I didn't mean to do that. There he is.
Back, okay, sorry. Huge rats jumping on the lines, Kansas City. So I try to tell people, hey, it is really a marathon, not a sprint. Program rest. And I kept hearing it every year. I got guys. Part of Alpha Company is going to lay down and go to sleep for 6 hours. And next thing you know, I'm looking at Baker Company, and Baker's been in the fight the whole time. Dagger Company's in the fight the whole time. These guys get to Sunday morning and they're blown. They're tired. Or 2 a.m. hits, and it's gone into more of like a recon phase kind of fight where only the goons are out there snooping and pooping. You can't tell. And then 4 a.m. hits, and there's a huge explosion thanks to Coach. And somebody destroyed something.
I love you, Coach.
Mothballs are flammable. Anyways, last week we went to a demolitions class, and so now Coach, myself, and Kukui are all certified in demolition.
Things are getting more dangerous. What the hell?
Wasn't bad enough before he was playing matches. Now he's
he was like, hey, training certification. All right, let's do it. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, Iron Knife is going to challenge players, and plus there's no helicopter, so that means aviation is brought to you by drone.
Ooh.
And if anybody's been watching a lot of the Ukrainian video, Fort Irwin, what? Yes, that's a man there that knows. So yes, continuous operations. The box goes live at 11:30, gets shut off at noon on Sunday. Sean Meadows running circles, just flipping objectives. That was Iron Dagger. That was Iron Dagger 2. Iron Dagger 3, very different. Iron Dagger 3, it was, there were some major moves, but you could tell players were, the command group was planning haymakers at night. So instead of Iron Dagger 2, where you had guys chasing each other in the darkness, Iron Dagger 3 was big moves, big battles, and then it was quiet. Big battle, quiet. And so that is definitely we don't know what we're going to see this time. Coach has plans for these Frago missions for the out of sector. So if you're just kind of moving along, heading towards the hexafluoride building, and you see a big fireball in the north, you go, someone's getting it over there. Someone's getting it bad, And then you see another huge explosion down by the lake, and you go, somebody in the south's really getting it bad, I think it's awesome because it's continuous.
Is definitely one of those games where command, for sure. Command can absolutely, especially with proper motivation, proper morale boosting, can really, really make the difference. If you've got multiple squads and you're rotating your squads in and out, like you said, that can make a world of difference. If you've got an entire company that's like, I'm out, then you lose that whole segment. But if you lose one platoon per company, that's a different story. You set them down, you bring them back, and you begin your rotations, and you start those rotations early. You don't have to wait till 10 o'clock at night. Those rotations can start early, and you get that segmented rest. It sucks. It's not fun. This is a different kind of game, though. This one's full of stories.
And I love it when, like Iron Dagger 2, you had the guys, Black Knights, 75th Black Knights. Man, the command group on Western used them like redheaded stepchildren. They were just blown. It was like the guys are rolling out their sleeping bags behind the Western talk, and it was like, we're going to get some sleep now. And next thing you know, Craig White sticks his head out of the building and goes, I need you guys over here now. And it's like, and they go. And then I go down to Freddie's talk, and they're brewing some more coffee, and they're just kind of like, they're like, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And, we're having them chase their, each side is trying to execute their strategy. And you could tell who lost the initiative, who had to fight hard to get it, who had a plan for crew rest staff, and ignored it. And so when Dagger 3 came around, Coach was like, hey, if I tell you you're down, staff, you're down. Don't stay up because you want to see the game keep going. You got to. It was like watching Le Mans, the race. It's 24 hours, and you're like, I got to see this thing. And it was sad because Coach violated his own thing. He was like, hey, when I say you're down, you're down. And I'm like, 4:30 in the morning. Coach is like, I thought I could make it. I got to get some sleep. And we wake him up after the raffle. So it was like, hey, dude, you gonna start cleaning up? Oh shit. So
this is you're talking about something that's actually it became near and dear to my heart many, many years ago. Not just a real quick one. I did I was up for, I think if I remember it was like 34 hours. I had just moved to S3. I was schools NCO, and I was down in S3, and we went to the field. And
the operations section.
So I'm in the talk, and I'm working the talk. And I'm just up, because I think as a young NCO, I think that this is what I'm supposed to do as young sergeant. I'm like, okay, go. And I'm standing in chow, and our S2, our major, he's looking at me, and I'm standing and I'm rocking, holding my food. I'm just doing this. He goes, hey, Sergeant Reese, I think you should go lay down. I'm like, I'm all right, sir. He goes, no. I didn't ask you. I'm like, Roger, sir. And I go and I lay down, and I did not realize this at the time. I laid down next to the 10K, right? Big ass generator running. It's 90 degrees out. I'm laying next to a generator for 14 hours. Nobody came and got me. I wake up, bust through into the talk, screaming and yelling at everybody I could scream. Why did anybody wait? It was like, you needed to sleep, apparently.
Yeah.
Sleeping next to a generator. Yeah. So doing it in spurts instead makes you a lot more effective. If you do, 4 on, 1 off, or however you rotate it, just rotate it more effectively. That way your job is handled, and then you can rotate everybody in and out. Absolutely.
Yep.
Wisdom.
Aaron Brown.
Yeah. It's this is going to be a lot of fun. I really am looking forward to it.
I'm very excited. This is going to be one to remember for sure.
Yes. The Fragos with Centurion at 3 a.m. in the morning. And that was something that we brought into Iron Dagger 2 because we wanted those nighttime witching hour Fragos. And the trick there was for the commanders, gee, what unit do I send over there? Meanwhile, the war is still happening over here. And talking to guys, two of the guys that went to the Ukraine came back and said Iron Dagger was bringing back a lot of memories.
Oh God!
For the rotation. No, what they meant by it was it gave me a glimpse into how cold I was, how tired I was, how wet I was, how not miserable per se, but it gave him a sense of this is what it's like to be in contact constantly. Ugh. And he goes, he goes trying to share that with other people. Pete came back from Ukraine, and he goes, hey man, I'll tell you right now, Iron Dagger was probably the best individual level readiness check for me because I didn't tap back into that until I was forward. And then when he came back, he did Iron Dagger again and went, yep, it's still, checking that block again. So on the individual level, can your kit last? And even then it was like, hey man, yeah, guys step off, they go sleep. One of the guys was like, I don't know if I want to do this, Sal. What do you mean? He's like, well, we got a hotel room. We got an Airbnb. And I went, okay, and you can totally do that. The only thing that we ask you to do is check in and out with your command post. Hey, me and 4 of my guys, we're going to Huddle House, and we're going to go to sleep. We'll be back by 7:30. Is that cool? Yes. What unit are you in? I'm in Chaos Company. Yep. All right, Roger. Hey, Cliff, you're -6. Here's the squad leader. One guy last year said, hey, here's my number. If we started getting our ass kicked, text me and I'll hurry my ass back from the parking lot. I mean, I was like, hey, that's awesome. That's what you want to see.
Yeah. This is so.
The other half is
there's something a little bit different about this one in regards to leadership, from what I understand. We do have a new Imperial 6. Is that correct?
Yep, the Emperor has released part of his staff to come down and lead. In all fairness, for Starburst in Texas, usually it's me versus Eric Mendoza, or me versus or Snick versus Mendoza, or me versus it's always staff versus staff at Starburst, because Texas, the players want to shoot, and boys like to get their BB on. There's not a standing command group. The guys who came from the East Coast come out to Starburst go, holy crap, this is really, really intense.
Good.
But we always talked about, hey, on the West, Mountain Viper, Sand Dragon, Dingo, Prairie Fire, all the ones that we did west of the Mississippi, the TCA staff always coughed up the faction leaders. And we always made it a point on the East Coast, at least once a year, have a staff member, a cadre, be a faction leader. And I was talking to Eric Mendoza, and he goes, hey, when was the last time you guys did that on the East Coast? And I went, yeah, it's been a while. He goes, I hear you. We had another lieutenant colonel lined up to lead Eastern. He's in the middle of a med board, so he's like, I don't know if I can make it. I don't want to do this if I can't make it. I'm like, all right, screw it. All right, Eric, good point. Tell you what, man, fuck it. I'll lead Eastern.
He got you. He got
there
you.
It is. So, and I committed to it, and then the following week we changed the format based on player feedback. So I'm like, I signed up for what? I did this to myself. And I went, it's all right. Lots of coffee.
To go to work. There you go.
So you're leaving work to go to work, which is good because it allows me to work. It allows me to work with player staff that's up and coming. There was, what I love about Western is they rotate people in and out, but they have a core group of guys in Western that really want to become good at battle staff. Eastern has Wendell, Has, Werewolf had a good run. I'd love to have Werewolf in the talk with me, but he can't make this one. And then you got guys like CRISPR, battle captain extraordinaire, man. It's done the legwork, been down in the trenches. Now he's working his way up to be my XO.
Absolute champion
for this event. Guys really learn a lot in the command post, and to work with good people. And saying, hey, because I got to run with some great people at Centurion 2 weeks ago. Now it's like, okay, guys, I get to dust off the battalion command hat and dive in.
One of the things that they have
River
all
City
learned, by
is
the way, they have all learned guilt tripping.
So much fun.
They have all learned wonderful, wonderful guilt tripping. Every one of them, that and selective ignorance. They've learned that one as well. They can learn when to not pay attention to certain things and pay attention to others. God bless them.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, you're coming out of the booth. I hear. I've got Dagger. Lined up. I've got. I'm looking for a. I'm on the prowl for a fight company commander. I think I have a chaos.
Yeah.
Sal, you suck, by the way.
I officially accepted it. I have to say, I'm going to say this. I've said it to you. Toucan has actually seen the message. I'm going to put it out there because I'm going to put him out there. Wendell sends me a message.
I hate Wendell, by the way.
Not figuratively, literally says, it opens up with, hey, I saw on your stream, you just wanted to run and gun and didn't want to do command anymore. Period. Next sentence. Would you consider taking a command position? I'm like, wait, huh? I was like, man. So,
but in fairness, my company commanders are expected to fight. And I jokingly say that, but I'm what they call a fighting six. My plan is to go to the front and see what's going on. The opening blows of Iron Knife, each side will have a unit in the trenches. So, one of the line companies will be at a start position forward in a trench. So you've got, the guys up north. You'll have a eastern unit in the trench line up north, and then western will have a unit in the trench line in the south. So at Start X, it's going to happen. B3. B3 Milsim. If that's what I'm thinking about, CRISPR. That would be great.
I do have my XO right here. By the way.
Look what you did, Sal. I was this close. I was this close to having him just play, and then Greg's like, I have to do it. I'm like,
But Toucan, let me tell you what a good XO does, and this is good guidance for CRISPR. You're the guy who whispers in the commander's ear, "Thou art mortal. Thou art mortal." Because if you don't, at midnight, when Papa said I should have gone back to the damn bees a long time ago, hey, XO's like, dude,
why do you think I accepted the gig, Sal? Why do you think I accepted the gig, Sal? Greg's like, oh, we're gonna go take this line. Sir, you can get hit by rounds. Please get behind the firing line.
There's no better wrangler in the world than Toucan. No better wrangler in the world.
Yeah. Wiener's over here making comments like, hey, Wiener, surprise. So what I love about this event is it gives people a chance to let their tactics and their strategy develop. Versus, I know Gabe and Dallas, when they turn the box on, they hate it when we have breaks because they have to go and turn the box off. And then, it's like, what's the points? And, they have to do a pause in time and then have to get it started back over again. And so what they like about the Iron Series is they turn the damn game on and leave it on until Sunday. Good job, XO, building that combat power.
Not getting off the hook that
easy. So it's exciting. Plus, I'm getting the band back together. It's going to be great. Toucan on bass. Everybody loves a good bassist. Anyways.
He plays cowbell.
Yeah.
I'm Will Ferrell. Ding,
Anyways,
ding,
all right. So,
ding, ding. Yeah, just.
This is my first time.
So,
yeah, I've been trying for probably a year now. No, year and a half. I think we've been talking about it. To try to actually get to run a game with you, to get to actually play alongside of you. And last year,
yeah,
I was supposed to go, and then I don't remember exactly what was going on for that one, but then I think I had my surgery. That's what it was. And then this year,
that's
I was
right.
supposed to go, and we have this happening, the new facility. And I was like, I was so close to doing it. I'm
Yep.
like, all right. And then, you know, you running this one, I'm like, all right, definitely actually get a chance to do it. Let's do it. Even if you're talking, I'm up front of the spine. I'm still playing with you, and that's what I wanted to do. So.
Oh, I plan to go forward. One thing that the guys, the old school guys, I went to a game in Florida many moons ago, and Jesus,
Many
and I told the guys
ago.
I don't like commanding. I don't command from the talk. I like going forward because I like to get the sights and smells and feels of the battlefield. And that's not leaders got to lead, but it was a matter of I don't know what, I can't get a sense of what's going on unless I go forward. And some of the guys that some of the mentors in active duty, you hear guys like Hal Moore, Danny McKnight, where you hear them tell you, hey, you got to lead, man. You got to be forward to get a sense of what's going on. Flying over it, looking down is not the same as getting a sense of on the ground what's going on. It's not that you don't trust your people. It's just that you got eyes too. Go use them. So, going forward, taking a look around. Plus, you got a good talk staff. You got Wendell back there who knows how to run a drone army, the Royal Air Force, as we like to call them. So, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to having Western. I've always observed them, and they've got a great command group. They got a great sense of people in Western. They need to get Baker Company kind of filled though. Abel and Baker are kind of light, which goes back to get your fucking tickets.
Let's talk about that for a minute. I mean, this is something Toucan and I we haven't run an event in a minute, and I mean we're coming around the time where it might be time for another MBS or something. But it's near and dear to me that people, there's always a reason and always an excuse, and money seems to be it, and I get that. I understand everything costs something. Whether it's $180, $220, or $80, whatever it might be. There's the event we're getting ready to go to this weekend, 1-day event, or next weekend rather, 1-day event, and the tickets were $80, and people are like, oh, it's next week, it's $80. I don't have that. But if you had paid attention 3 months ago when it was announced, and you saved $4 a week, like you could have got there.
So what you're telling me that Sally Struthers is right when you say $4 a week you
can
can
feed an airsofter, just $4 a week and feed an airsofter.
Yes.
And look, if you can afford your airsoft gear,
to,
you can afford the ticket. I mean, you're just being shy and bashful.
Yeah, and Toucan and I have done many. We've absolutely done at least 4, I think, at least 4 streams about how do you ball on a budget? How do you get to go to a game and not cost you an arm and a leg? And one of the big ones I play airsoft because I like to be with my boys. Exactly. Find your 4 or 5 guys that you like to go with and pool it. Pool all your money together. One vehicle. Get your stuff together. Put it all together. Do everything you got to do. Or if it's cheaper to fly, find the one guy or the 2 guys that are driving anyway. Pitch in on their gas.
Right.
Give them your gear. Fly out there. You all get together. Get an Airbnb. Get a tent. Get whatever. Do it.
And be willing to eat corn nuts and tuna for the weekend. Okay. I love it when people go. My little sister. I never have any money. I'm like, but you buy $13 caramel macchiato every damn day. Okay. So $13 times 7 days. Come on, So yeah.
BG, I only feel sorry for you until next Saturday. I feel nothing for you all day Saturday. He's the CO for the other side.
Yeah. Oh man, you can't have when your stuff sucks to suck. Lose anyways.
Yeah. It's like I love the guys were like, then I gotta buy a new gun. I'm going to an event. I need all new kit. Like you buy all new.
Lucky.
Hey man. Hey, dude, I'll tell you what, Lucky's
put your habit on credit.
That's worth it.
Yeah, man, I really like airsoft.
But I love it when
a
guys
third Discover
are starting OnlyFans. Well, you know, I go back to guys go to an event and they go, Sal, I hate your events. It's why? Because every time I go to them, I got to buy all new gear. I'm like, what? You know, and he goes, yeah, it's like getting a new tattoo, man. I can't rock the old one. I'm like, oh my God. So there's some people that like to ball on a budget, and I'm like, hey, okay. Bill Gary, I'm getting you a patch, brother. I love that. You got a few sticks and knots. You know, I'm homeless, but I got quad tubes.
Oh my God, aren't quads like 40K right now? Yeah, you have quads, and yet you probably own like that 200 crappy Remington AR, and you're just like, yeah, man, I'm ready for the end. Yeah, brother.
Yeah,
like steel cased ammo.
It's like you're a loot
There's
drop.
Definitely smarter ways to spend the money. Toucan, you obviously a bunch of guys that have like 20 guns, but they can't afford to play. Why do you have the guns then? You know, like.
And I know some guys. I know some guys in my hometown that they take pictures all kitted out, and I'm like, dude, when was the last time you played airsoft? And he's like, oh yeah, I just don't have any time off from work. But you got time to buy guns. Like,
they're literally posers. The goth kids in middle school, dude.
And Colt Helton.
Thank you for throwing it out there, Colt.
What do we expect to see him?
Ooh, back on topic. Ooh, ooh.
Expect me to. I played the long game. Guys, what is that? What is that?
Me too. Sorry, waiter's reply. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at where do we want to be in 4 hours? Where do we want to be in 6 hours? Where do we want to be in 8 hours? Kind of hit points. And I understand things like combat fatigue. I understand logistics and sustainment, where I know that we only have so much gas in the tank, so I've got to spend it smartly. That's what you expect that from me. I'm going to be planning on that 2 a.m. What's it going to look like at 2 o'clock in the morning? Where do we want to be set at 2 a.m.? Because I'm going up against Western's command group, which is very good. You know, I'm not going to let's burn it all up and let's be used up by 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, because then I have failed the unit. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to press.
There's definitely a morale piece to it as well, and we've touched on it earlier. But there's, when you said you moving forward, I didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking about it, but when the CO, when your overall commander, battalion commander, whatever it might be, you're out in the field, you're feeling, you're fading, and all of a sudden he's up front. You're like, yeah, lead the charge, let's go, and you get that morale boost. You feel better. If you haven't been fighting in the muck all day long, if you've gotten a chance to rotate between going in a building, then going in the woods, and then going in a connex, if you got a chance to rotate, you're not burnt out. You're not like, ugh, I've just been doing this shit all day long. No, you keep that morale going, keep the motion going. You'll be excited for that next fight, for that 3 a.m. fight. When you're like, listen, I need you to rest now because you're my guy. You're my guy at 3 a.m.
And also too,
it's a boost.
I need that guy with the sledgehammer who's walking into Sears with no fear. Okay, I need you at this time with this combat multiplier. Okay, you're absolutely right. When you were talking about it, I literally had a vision of you, like, holy shit!
Don't equate you turning Greg into a CO as a premonition. Don't add wizardry to this.
Look, I would tell you right now, that was probably one of the most epic moments in airsoft history, right there for me. When I just saw him walk, I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, look at that guy. Magnificent.
Destroys
follow him.
Every
follow him.
What everybody found really cool and awesome and funny and fun, and Freddie made a fantastic meme out of it, and I loved it. I appreciated it. I really did. It is the absolute bane of his existence because I do that all the time. I get so frustrated. I get bored. And I'm like, why is nobody moving? And I'm like, fine, I'm going. And he's like, no. And he's physically grabbed me before.
In that video, you see me trailing behind him with a command squad, desperately shooting up towards him. And you see me once in the video go like that. I'm like losing my mind in that.
I just get so... I don't understand why guys will stand at a corner of a building and shoot 400 feet away. Look, you're not hitting nothing. It's not happening. Move up.
I loved it when Coach, and it's been a long time since Coach has played, trying to get him on the field for 26. There were moments where Coach, particularly at like Operation Bulldog or Operation Irene, where he'd be standing in the open, just standing in the open going, you're not getting hit. Move up, move forward. You're like, and I catch him every now and then getting lost in the moment. As I'm like, of course I'm not going to shoot at you, Steven. You're wearing black. So come on.
It's chaos here.
So yes, Cole asked a great question. Yes, it's going to be awesome getting back into the fight, especially at a place like GTI. A lot of people don't realize when we're advising, when we've had a senior advisor in the command posts, we switch where, at one point Mendoza's advising Eastern, I was advising Western, and then at some point in the weekend we switch positions so we can see what the other side's doing, and trying to coach each side into an advantage. Like, hey, you might want to do this. What are you guys thinking about? Trying to help them see themselves so they can maneuver against the enemy. Part of us is we want to grab the override switch and go, all right, that's it. Putting my green hat on. We try to limit ourselves to do that. And it takes a lot of discipline to not do that. This time around, there is no discipline required because I'll be Eastern 6.
All you.
All me, right? And so the trick is also explaining to players what's being simulated inherently or implied. Guys don't realize that those medic bags are your medevac. Those medic bags are how a unit regens combat power. When the bag's empty, that means your supply chain is used up. Your logistics is used up. The whole 5-minute bleed out thing, and then you're walking back to respawn. That's simulating the replacement process that the G1S1 does, albeit a lot faster than it really happens.
Actually, let me ask you that real quick. So normally it was end of Evo, the med bags would get refreshed for the events that I've played so far, because I haven't played a Fury Dagger rather. How do the med bags get replenished then at that point?
Okay, so each side has a push sitting in their talk. Okay, so usually around the 6-hour mark, there'll be a resupply for their bags.
Okay,
at the talk. Now, hopefully the bag has to come back and get refreshed, or do they push it forward via vehicle? That's for the S4 to figure out. Okay, thank you, Bill. It's at the end of the day, who won the fight? Not the commander. It's going to be the guys on the ground. I've been to events where everybody blamed the CO for what the soldiers failed to do. I've been to training events. I've been to airsoft events where everyone kind of goes, "Oh, the command was bullshit," and you go, "Guys, you weren't executing the orders that he gave you. You went and did your own thing." How's that for CSIM, MilSim?
I am curious to see how what level of play the players are going to bring to this.
Yeah.
Again, it is a different type game. It's not a
and you're going to see all types. You're going to see all types. You're going to see the guys that they're going to fight 3 hours. Okay, then they're going to go take the imaginary lunch break, which is fine. Okay, then they're going to come back on the field for 3 hours, and they're going to go, shit, it's getting dark. And then they're going to kind of feel it out. How does a TCA night game work? And then they go, oh, this is kind of cool. There's lots of bright lights, and they're gonna stay on the field for a lot longer than they thought. Okay, and then you're gonna get the hardcore where it's like, hey Sal, me and the boys are gonna sleep on Objective Heather, and you go, okay, yep. Keep your iPro on, and they're gonna go in deep green Royal Rifles. You guys made your legend at Iron Dagger 2. You've got guys like Recondo, who I don't think we'll see them until Sunday. They'll head out. Recondo, ASG, the Alamo guys, Alamo Force, and the Recondo guys, two very similar elements on each side. They'll take off, and you won't see them again until Sunday, and they'll be proud of it. You're going to have the player that this is my first time, and he's going to plug into a squad, and that squad's going to be like either meet their expectations or these guys are already taking a break. I've got plenty of energy. Okay, great. Plug them over. You're going to see all the different types of player. And then you're going to see players come as one set of guys, and they're going to morph into another type of player where, yeah, man, I got an Airbnb. I don't know why. Fuck it. Let's ride. You're going to get another guy going, dude, I gotta hit the hotel, take a shower. Okay, great. Tim Wingo, Recondo, baby. So I think you're gonna see all the types of players. I'm really excited because the player response when we said, hey, do you guys want continuous operations or do you want an 11-hour round one? And they said, Sal, now that you've changed it, I'm going because I wanted this battle.
I want to throw this out there for you mentioned it, guys that you get thrown in with a squad because you went, you and a buddy or just you by yourself, you get thrown in a squad. If that squad is not playing the game that you want to play, don't just go off on your own. Don't quit. Go to the top. Go back to the top and be like, hey, can you put me with somebody who actually wants to play? Can you put me with somebody that is my gameplay style? Can you let me get out there and do that? That's how you're going to appreciate the event.
Yes, come Sunday morning, you're going to be like, I've played all the forms of airsoft. I've had guys that were, hey Sal, I got to run to the parking lot and I got to put my DMR up and I got to get my damn CQB rifle out. Do it. Guys that are like, hey man, I've never been on a vehicle before and now I'm on a vehicle and I love it. But communication works, right? My leaders didn't find me to tell me what to do. Well, you didn't actually find the leader to find out what's going on. No, Colt, tickets are not sold out yet. There's still plenty of tickets available. Highly encouraged to get your tickets sooner rather than later. Tier 1s, there's still plenty of room on the Tier 1s. Coach, I think, is going to drop a Tier 1 Warno here soon. But there's still plenty of room. To get in.
Are the trailers sold out yet?
We're about 49 days out.
Are the trailers sold out yet?
No, there are still
Toucan, that's where we're staying.
Barracks.
Oh.
Yeah. There are still
you okay
barracks.
With that?
And I suggest you get them. I suggest you get them quick.
I'm going to get it tonight.
We do have.
Yep.
We do have Bacon Bridge Barbecue coming out. They're going to set up. We're going to have a couple other.
You got to stop getting good barbecue. You're trapping people in the parking lot. All right. People want to eat good food and relax. If you take away the good food, all they have is relax. Like you're keeping them in the parking lot. It's too good.
Well, Matt. Matt and his dad. I mean, they came in clutch and said, "Hey, we're down." I said, "Okay, it's 24 hours. I don't expect you guys to be up 24 hours, but you'll figure it out. There'll be people looking for food."
Also, Christopher's right. Tier 1, do it. It's awesome. It's the best experience at night you'll ever have getting shot at and live. It's so good.
And we try to teach you something that you can take into the main game. That's the challenge that I level on coach. I go, what do you want the players to take into the next fight? How's this fair for Western? It is very fair for Western. They're going to have that. They will have they're going to have an 05. They'll have a lieutenant colonel in their talk. It'll probably be Dale Papka, who's Dale is one of the maneuver gods.
Wonderful, beautiful man.
Dale,
fantastic.
Yeah, blessed creature.
And Dale needs. And here's the funny part. I told him he probably needs to kit up. He needs to put on tan because he needs to kill something. He needs to try to destroy something. He's been building things with his hands lately. He needs to
tell him it's pretend though.
So I volunteer as tribute. Okay.
Clarify it's kill something in airsoft, not real life with him.
Dale played for us at Clash of Titans. He filled in for you at Clash, and it was amazing to have him. Does he awesome. never smile? He's always smiling. I've never seen him. Yeah. Maybe it's just he finds me handsome. I don't know. He's never not smiled when I see him.
And with that, and his current day job is keeping him very, very frustrated. So, and I'm like, hey, dude, I kind of want you to jump on board, but I don't want you to replace Craig White in the crew. I want you to augment. Him. So to have him in their talk as their advisor, kind of as higher. If Craig is a brigade commander, then now you have the division G3 hanging out in the talk. So I think that's how it's fair. And then letting coach run the field with his guys, I think will be really worth it.
I don't know why I put that up there. I apologize.
Yikes.
That was great.
I was busy clicking on everything. I didn't read all of them.
Shit that happens on the field that the staff doesn't see. We need to scan more often with the thermal camera. Anyways,
so we got 3 minutes left here. What do you got? What do you want to close on?
Okay, so what's next for Third Coast? We've got Iron Knife, and then a couple of weeks later, we're at Fort Hood doing Starburst 15, our quinceañera. That op is selling out quickly. The Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana player base is all about that mother, and I'm glad because that's where we got started with Starburst. And then because we got bumped by DOD from Guardian Center in December, we're looking at a all new location for November. So either the week before Freddy's or the week after Freddy's, we'll have a new op at a brand new location. And if neither one of those locations works for us, there's another one that isn't available till December that I think players will find to be extremely awesome. It's truly unique. So I should have some more information in the next 2 weeks on our end of 25.
What a cliffhanger! Oh my god, that's crazy.
I know, man. I'm sorry, but yeah. So that's where it takes us all the way to the end of the year, and then obviously we got Hibernia, we got Iron Fury coming back.
Yes. We'll be there
in the spring. We got Stonebreaker. We need to get the players to decide what airframe they want. Do they want the Huey or do they want the Little Bird? I'm going to put that poll question up and let that one run for a little bit. Just because players who have done both, I'm going to let them kind of vote. That ought to be pretty awesome. So that takes us to spring of 26. And somewhere in there, I retire from the Army.
Congratulations and thank you, sir.
And then I'll move on to my hobby. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. We are trying to come back and do a Broken Dagger somewhere in the Midwest. And I said that like I had 4 airsoft fields hit me up the other night, and I was like, guys, Broken Dagger doesn't go on an airsoft field. It needs to happen at a location. So, but yeah. I know what Crisper wants. He wants the wop, wop, wop. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. I think we're with me being able to focus 100% of my effort and energy on TCA. I think it would be awesome. So, and then I do plan to do a rodeo tour of fields.
We definitely would love to have you come out this way, especially if you could find your way when we do the grand opening, which has not been announced yet, and I'm not going to do that. You're
Hint, hint, Sal and Greg, shut up.
I start. Hold on. I start my internship on the 16th of December, and it's 60 days. So I plan to make the rounds at that point. Come down and see you guys.
We would love it. You're welcome anytime. We'd love to have you. So, guys, get your tickets. Go Eastern Chaos Company. Love to even if you don't want either one of those, fine. Go Western. Doesn't matter. Just get out there and play. That's what matters the most.
Yep.
If you're in a local area here, want to get some training for your CQB, come on down and see us at the DEO Sports Center. Go to Third Coast Airsoft. Look down there. You see the ticker going on. Go to /Iron Knife. Get your tickets there. Whatever you got to do, get a bunch of buddies, pull your money together, get on out, get playing some airsoft, guys. Thank you very much for coming on. I really appreciate it. Toucan, as always, love having you. And guys, thank you for joining in. All the comments have been wonderful. And yeah, we will see you guys next time. Thank you very much.